So I've been using the Pixel 10 Pro for about a week now. So I have had a couple of days to play with it to see what this device actually brings to the table. Now we're going to talk about specs a little bit here and there, but we're not going to get too much into it. Just kind of explaining what my day-to-day looks like, what you can expect from this phone. So let's talk about the build quality. Nothing has really changed much from the Pixel 9 Pro. You have the iconic camera bump there with the three cameras. The main camera is a 50 megapixel camera. The wide, ultra wide camera is a 48 megapixel, and the telephoto is a 48 megapixel. And I will go ahead and tell you right off the bat, this takes amazing pictures. The Google processing, photo processing is probably one of the best that, in my opinion, rivals or is even a little bit better than the iPhone and the Samsung Galaxy. But that is just the back cameras. Now let's go over to the side here. You have the power button and the volume rocker. They are a little clicky, a little too clicky for my liking, but it is what it is. Here at the bottom, you have two speakers and a USB Type-C for fast charging. And it does come with the Google logo here in the back. Now this color is more like a desert titanium type color. It looks kind of white right now just due to the color and kind of the color here in my room, but it's about a desert titanium. And it also has a sensor, a temperature sensor here and a flash here. And so it has a 6.3 inch screen here, AMOLED display that goes up to 120 hertz. And it does get pretty bright, guys. It goes up to 3,300 nits. And I will say, anytime that I went outside and it was very sunny, I would turn this all the way up and I would have zero problems trying to see what's on my phone. And as you guys can tell here, obviously my camera is set to a specific ISO and shutter speed, but it looks overblown right now. But it gets very bright. It's about 300 nits more than the 9 Pro, and it does a really good job out in the sun. Inside, I keep it about a fourth of the brightness. Sometimes I'll go in the middle, but outside I do keep it at full brightness if it's very sunny outside. It does come with 16 gigs of RAM, and it also comes with the newest chip, which is the Tensor G5 over the Tensor G4 from last year. And what I've heard about this chip is that it's the first chip that Google actually has made everything in-house. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the other Tensor chips have been, produced by Google, but with the help of other companies. But the Tensor 5 is supposed to be a lot better. Now, as far as performance, you're not going to see any hiccups in this phone. I currently have Nova Launcher because I wanted to mimic kind of the same layout as far as the icon sizes from my iPhone 16 Pro over to this one, and I wanted to mimic that. And you can make your icons really big. I've always used Nova Launcher with any of my Android devices. I have the battery percentage here. I have my weather app, which is something that I really use a lot just because it's so aesthetically pleasing. Anytime I want to check the weather, I click on that icon right there and it gives you so much information, and it just looks very aesthetically pleasing with just how stock Android shows every detail here. That's why I really like it. On my other page, I have my tasks and my music, Spotify. And of course, whenever I do set the phone up, I always go into display. I turn my brightness to manual, so I don't like to have the adaptive brightness on. As far as the lock screen, I have the always on display, and I've kind of grown to like it a little bit, but I still prefer the always on display on the iPhone 16, which I had to force myself to like it, and then now I actually do like it. As far as the gestures, of course, I don't have the buttons here at the bottom. The colors I have adaptive, and the screen resolution I have at max. Smooth display is turned all the way on for that smooth 120 hertz refresh rate. The fingerprint scanner is very accurate. I've had zero issues with it. It's super fast and it's super reliable. I know when the Pixels first came out, the fingerprint was so bad, but now they have the ultrasonic sensor, so it's very, very accurate every single time. Again, I've had no issues whatsoever. The battery life on this phone is a 4,879 milliamp battery. It's slightly bigger than the 9 Pro. The 9 Pro had 4,700, but if you take a look at the battery, I'm getting anywhere, it just depends on my usage. I'm getting anywhere from 5 up to 7 hours of screen on time. If you're a heavy user, you're gonna have to be close to a charger throughout the day, because it's not going to hold up. Because I did do some light editing, some light video in CapCut, and a few emails, a few phone calls, and by 12 noon I was about 20%, so I did have to charge the phone back up. But the good thing about the Google devices, or any Android devices, or honestly even any phone right now, it optimizes depending on your usage. So the more days go by, the better your battery is going to get, because it's going to know what you actually do on a day-to-day basis. It also has fast charging with a 30-watt brick. So you're going to get really fast charging, obviously not lightning fast like the other phones out there, but you're going to get quick charging with a 30 watt brick. And the wireless charging with a Pixel Snap is going to be at 15 watts. So it's going to obviously decrease, but you can still charge it, which is good, because now you can use any type of MagSafe on your device. It is rated at IP68, water and dust resistant. And again, there's no slouch to this phone. I haven't found any lag on this phone with day-to-day use, opening apps. As you guys can see there, there's no lag whatsoever. Even when I'm playing a game and I go back to my home screen, I do notice sometimes here and there a bit of a lag, but it's nothing where it's going to make you throw your phone to the wall. It's pretty smooth once you get back into your home screen. If you have a 9 Pro, I wouldn't necessarily recommend upgrading, just because there's not much of an upgrade. But if you do have a Pixel 7 or 8, I think the upgrade is there for you to take advantage of. I do regret not getting the XL version, but because for some reason I do like bigger phones now. I used to like smaller phones, but for some reason I'm getting into the bigger phones. So I do regret not getting the XL. One other thing is the camera in the front is not the best. Always kind of look washed out a little bit, especially with selfies. The back camera is always going to be almost perfect every single time right out of the camera app. Now, saving the best for last, obviously you guys want to see how this phone performs on social media. Again, it's not too much different from the 9 Pro because they honestly share the same camera. It's just how it performs with the new chip. And so there you have it. Let's see here. Boom. You do notice a little bit of kind of like lag with the video frame, but whenever you're zooming in and out, especially with your other lenses, then it starts to kind of fall apart a little bit, as you guys can see there. But once you start recording, it should go back. See, there's a little bit of lag there. But you guys will see the test here in a second. Let me go to Snapchat really quick, kind of open that up. I forgot to show you the features on the Instagram, but let me go back to that. So you have Instagram here, you have your wide, your normal, and your telephoto. You have, let's see here, you have flash, sound, night, multi-snap, dual camera, timer, director mode, grid, and obviously here you can, what's up, you can take a look at the front-facing camera here. I did notice with TikTok, it would freeze. Some of the times here it would freeze, but then I noticed that it was happening with my 16 Pro as well. So I think it was just an app issue, but scrolling into any of your social media apps, I haven't had any hiccups. It's just, it's not the best for social media when it comes down to either your front-facing camera and then your back cameras. There is some lag here and there. anytime that I review any pixel, I want to see if there's any improvement, and I haven't really seen that much improvement on this. So with any social media content that you want to create, it's good to go Samsung. But if you like stock Android and you don't use social media as much as you once used to, then the Pixel is probably one of the best softwares out there because it's stock Android. There's nothing that, you know, is pre-installed in your phone that you don't want. Everything is just based out of Google, and it's just one of the cleanest types of Android that you can experience. Without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the social media test here for Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I got this for the wifey. Look at this.
No, mine's not that big. It's a 2x6. So it's small.
And then this is the wide of Instagram. This is the normal one. We got a Honda thing. Oh, it actually does switch over to the telephoto. I thought it didn't. It wasn't doing that inside. But here it is, guys. This is ultra wide. Boom. Skin color is pretty nice. Boom.
And I don't know how to walk like that.
And this is the ultra wide on the. Oh, there's an ultra wide option on the front.
I don't know how to
Vente, baby, vente, vente. Zooming in a little bit.
I don't know
pretty good.
how to walk with my...
So this is the Instagram app. It starts to fall apart here in the inside, but we're in a little ice cream spot here. Turn it around. Hold on. Turn it around. Boom. My daughter gave me a little ice cream thing. That's hers right there. This is the ultra wide, the normal here, and then telephoto. Overall, transitions between each camera, it's pretty smooth. Right there. Alright, this is a Snapchat on the Google Pixel 10. Actually, in the outside, looks pretty darn good. Walking out with my daughter. Hola, baby. Switch it over to the... This is the wide. No, está bien, está bien.
I tell you really rabbit it down, and then I can't even put it up, and I don't know how
This
to
one is
read
actually using the telephoto, which is pretty cool. I don't think the Instagram does it, but
it. And the road has holes in there.
as far as it being clear, see how it changes as far as the color on lenses, different lenses. But smooth. It's pretty smooth. Let me know what you guys think. Switching it over to the main, to the front facing. Yes, sir. And then this is where it kind of starts to fall apart, especially the front facing camera. This is the Pixel. We're in a little ice cream shop here. Boom. So I'm going to turn it around. There's some light. I mean, it's not super bright in here, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys know exactly what you're getting to. See, the telephoto just seems like it's clearer, but overall it's smooth. Overall it's smooth. This is the wide right here. Oh, I look pale. So I just came back from Germany. We had a big. Think about it. Guys, this is actually for the TikTok, and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be talking about here. So let me go ahead and switch over to the back side of the camera so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So with the TikTok app on the Pixel, I believe TikTok has optimized how it looks with the TikTok camera. So I'll show you here in a second. So basically, if you're doing just video on your Pixel, kind of look, it's a little warm. Doesn't really look that, over the top or whatever. It just kind of looks like a regular selfie you're gonna take, whatever, right? If you open the Pixel, it completely changes over to a more saturated and more cooler feeling as far as the temperature. And it's a very different look. So you go from this to this. So it's a very different look, and I've already posted some on my TikTok. So if you guys are a little what I'm looking for, if you guys are interested in watching that, same thing with the back camera. It kind of changes as far as the temperature and the color. So that's kind of something that you guys can look forward to when making TikTok videos. That's really all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one. The Sony a7 IV has a new update, but I was too lazy to update my device. But then I head over to the website and it says that a lot of a7 IV users are confirming that the camera may not operate properly after installing version 6.0. We have suspended the update while we investigate the issue. So the people who are lazy like me, I guess, kind of worked out for us, because there has been a lot of issues from what I hear. Other videos that I've seen haven't reported much of the issue, so I'm not sure exactly what the issues are, but they are working on it, and hopefully this next time around there are no issues. So good thing I didn't update. Currently recording on the Pixel 10 Pro. This is the front facing camera here. For some reason the white balance is so towards the cooler side. It is a very well lit room here, but it's not lit as much as the camera makes it seem to be. It's not like crazy, like overexposed. Don't mind my dirtiness of my hat. I need a haircut, that's why I have my hat on. But this is the front facing camera. The back side of the camera is not the best either, but I'll go ahead and let you be the judge here. And this is the back side of the Pixel, the main camera. Hopefully the video comes out crystal clear. The 10 Pro or any of the Pixel lineup, the problem with their phones is social media is not where it should be. As far as TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat, I'm making a full video right now on my YouTube channel, kind of going over that. Now, let me know what you guys think of the inside with controlled lighting. Let me know how this looks. If you want to see more clips of social media, head over to my channel, because that video will be uploaded soon. This is the Google Pixel 10 recording on the front-facing camera. Somebody had asked to have it recorded in the camera app first and then upload it to TikTok. So this is a front-facing camera. I will have video boost on the cameras, 4K, 30 frames a second. What else? That's basically it. This is the front-facing camera right here. Let me back up a little bit. Let me try to bring in some things here. My iPhone a7 IV. Boom. I don't know. And then I have Michael Scott here. Let me go ahead and turn it over to the back side of the camera. Now, this is the back side of the camera. Again, a little test here for little Michael Scott. A little test here for my other camera, the Sony a7 IV. I was about to say the a7 III iPhone here. I also do have the speech enhancement on, so I'm not sure what that really does as far as the quality, but this is the test. This is the back side of the camera. This is the main camera in the back. This is actually the ultra wide on the Pixel back camera. So let me know what you guys think. This will also be on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see a lot more tests, it'll be over there. Thank you guys for watching. This has been my review of the Pixel 10 Pro. Let me know what device you want me to test. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.